Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gamebreakers. Playing some D&D 5th Edition with the crew here. We got William, and we got Dave, we got Allison, we got Thomas. Yay! And we left our heroes. They were plodding their way in a dino parade through the jungle. We're ambushed by a giant spider and her many children. And now the beast is dead. Many of the dinos have run. The brontosaurus, it doesn't care.
Yeah, ain't nothing hit him.
Well, he got bit by one spider, and then it smash.
It was 18 seconds ago, right?
Yeah.
24 seconds, 18,
Yeah.
24 seconds.
The hadrosaurs are still, off. You can still hear them trampling to the
Right.
south.
And while I'm having, my go-to Tabaxi butchering squad isn't here. While Wayne's doing some quick butchering as the team is moving forward, just like carving off the best armor plates and some poison sacks if I can find anything good. I will also be doing like little flute calls and things that are just like, hey everybody, safe passage that way, right behind the brontosaur, everything's fine. So just in case they're within earshot and give a shit.
Right? And doing your ranger communication bits. Animal.
Hey, you suggested out of game that I should do fabricate. I have not used my daily 4th level spell. If I do this right before our short rest, I could regain that 4th level slot, which would be handy. Should I cast fabricate to modify the spider carcasses quickly?
Do we
Anybody got a vote?
At average brontosaurus pace, would GM, would you say we have a short rest between here and the goblin village, or is it just like right over there?
I'd say you're like an hour-ish out from expected.
So if we just chill out on the back of the Bronto, we'll be okay. Okay. I'd say yeah, because I got to take a short rest too, because I blew all my warlock stuff.
Right, indeed.
Right, and that means we can get started on that short rest right away.
So it sounds like you're gonna.
Actually, fun side note. I think my limit is 3 or 4 people, but there's something called catnap, which is a spell I can cast where we can do our full short rest in 10 minutes.
Well, that's some bullshit. Let's do it. That's
Some lovely bullshit right there. How many people can that
I'm
can benefit?
I thought it was 2nd level, but I don't see it. So maybe it was 1st level. I have these ideas, but then it takes me a while to figure out what I'm talking about.
It's okay. But
3rd level.
In our example here, that is the plan. Is just to continue on the Bronto and rest.
Yeah, take it easy for a cat nap, and then prep to charge the Bronto and whatever we can convince to follow us into the. Oh, I'm thinking shock and awe. I mean, we've already got your cannon mounted, right? Right, Professor? That thing's still stationary turret. We're going full Dino Riders mode. So
I posted a Wikidot link to that spell in the chat. Do you see that in the Roll20 chat?
Did you harness that power? Oh, Dino Rider?
With the Dino Rider.
I don't really have...
The cannon goes away after an hour.
Got it.
Okay. And do you need to rest before you can use it again?
Yeah, it's
Short?
long rest or extend a spell slot actually.
Oh.
So yeah, I could do it again.
Okay. All right. Well, then I will definitely accept that catnap spell. I also see that it's a willing creature, so I'm going to fall immediately unconscious.
Oh, well, there you go. Up to three willing creatures.
And it looks like it's up to 3 of us. So who's the third? Anybody else cast some spells or need a short rest? Did I hear you say you need a short rest?
No.
Just me.
No, I'm good. I didn't use any spells. I can't cast all the time. I just
How's
fireball,
Cliff doing on hit
fireball.
points?
I don't get mine back after a short rest.
Wait a minute. I didn't do the fabricate on the spider carcass. Are we okay with that?
I thought we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just kind of, I mean, unless you wanted to describe it, I didn't know if we were...
Well, I need to roll for it, so that's follow the strict letter of the law.
Oh, what do you need to roll?
To use the magic item just to make sure I don't accidentally cast a fireball because I rolled wrong.
The lunatic will guidance you.
Ooh, guidance. Ooh.
So you get an extra D4, because we don't want you to roll a fireball either.
All right, so I made a button for this, and it was 4th level. I'm very proud of this macro that I wrote. Yay! Or cut and pasted.
Encoding, that's like writing.
All right, so because I have advantage, I got a modified 19 and 22. So I think either of those passed the DC of 18.
Yeah, usually it's the first one, right? We're using the first one.
Yeah, except if somebody's helping me, I got advantage, right?
And if you
Or was that a bless?
That's the better of your picks.
Bless is a plus D4.
Plus D4. Okay, well, either way. I made it. Woo! So that was fabricate. So I'm able to successfully, and I'm going to ask for consultation from people who are experts on spider carcasses. You wanted the poison sacks and modify the chitin into armor or ish or raw materials.
Yeah, I'm checking out fabricate just to follow along, right? Do you have proficiency in either in the artisan's tools or in armor?
No. However, the artificer does. So I'm just making raw materials.
Let's see. Convert products and raw material into products, right? Trees into a wooden bridge. You can't use it to create items that have a high degree of craftsmanship, such as jewelry, weapons, glass, or armor, unless you have proficiency with the type of artisan's tools used to craft such objects. Okay, so I see that like you're not gonna spell get an armor out piece, but I do think it's definitely possible for you to point at a pile of ore and make some ingots, and then someone else can make armor out of that, and that makes sense to me. So,
Yeah, goal's just getting out of the big round form into compact,
material chunks.
right? Something that'll fit in our bag of holding.
Worst case scenario, it was Thomas's idea.
The quality of objects made is commensurate with the quality of raw materials. Yeah.
Seemed like some pretty tough freaking chitin. That exoskeleton, bounced one of my arrows.
Yeah, that big spider had some high quality hide there, so I don't know what that means even. But
It might even be an
come up with
upgrade
something
on
for it.
what
But it looks
Cliff's
like you
wearing.
gathered some materials. We'll say that fabricate has helped you pull it apart into like bands and plates and other such pieces that can be assembled.
And sacks of poison.
Now, Poisoner, as the tool set specifies that it does require a high degree of skill.
But only to distill something from something else. I just want to get what she has
From a beast,
in a bag.
To
Yeah.
harvest from the beast.
Yeah.
That one takes a skill. Mm-hmm.
All right.
And but we can certainly try to pull out.
I assume that skill is survival.
Just a moment. Let me give you the actual. I'm pulling it up.
Well, I don't have the poisoner thing, but
Yeah. Hold on.
if there's a skill roll just to pull what there is, I might have that.
Sorry.
I could also.
I might be moving a little bit slowly here, but I do have that answer. Xanathar's Guide to Everything. There's a piece in here.
I can also become the person who does that.
Oh. Do you have Fabricate?
No, I can become someone who's skilled at
The poisoner's kit.
withdrawing.
Oh,
Yeah. My artificer kit turns into a poisoner's kit that I'm proficient with, and then I withdraw the poison.
Yeah, you're going to be way better at that than me. Go for it. As I'm like scoping out there, it's like I'm kind of like chalking out a spot. Like I'm pretty sure the gland's got to be right in here somewhere. Getting ready to just stick it with a scimitar.
I'm opening a little box, screwing a bulb into a wooden syringe.
Let's do it your way. Your way looks good. Let's try yours.
See, there we go. I missed. Nature allows you to identify the creatures as well as attempt to harvest. The poisoner toolset allows you to just harvest. No attempt. And you're safe. Cool. That's the part I was missing on. So yeah, you can do it just with nature as a roll, or if you have the poisoner bit, you can just have it done.
Yeah, that's handled. Yeah.
Sorry about
So we got
the
some stacks of armor plate and poison handled now.
Moving slowly. So you've done some resource gathering from this giant spider. Yeah, I would say that they are quality materials, right? This was a quality beast.
And then I go for the stomach to see if she ate anything valuable.
You wanted what all am I harvesting? You wanted poison?
Yeah, any poison she's got.
Okay. Anything else? Fangs, talons, hair?
Sure, go for it.
I mean,
right.
is that going to be excess, just as excess weight, or is there use for it?
I mean the fangs, like the sharp bits are sharp bits. Those will all count. And then, we'll just check stomach contents to see if she ate anything that was carrying coins.
All right.
Oh, wait, no, spiders inject and then drink. That, yeah, we'll skip the stomach.
Right,
No
she
point.
was exsanguinating, like, Cliff.
Yep, she's not a swallower. That's not how that was.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Inflated like a Capri Sun. Okay, cool.
All right.
So you get the beast headed in the direction that you wanted, and the Brontosaurus starts clumping along again.
Right. And then the cat.
Evening. The evening approaches. approaches. And as the sun gets to that lazy, low-hanging sun in the sky, and there's that buzz of those insects that come out between the extreme midday heat and then the cooler evening. As you catch your rest and recover yourself, I assume this is when Cliff is doing some hit die recovery, right? In your short rest.
Yep.
So the evening approaches. Some of those insect clouds and swarms kind of pass by, and you see a few smaller critters like running, trying to escape the buzz, the cloud of insects. They seem uninterested in any of the party. But that
Perfect.
lizard over there just got carried off by a little swarm.
What? Wait, what?
That tiny little lizard over there just got carried off by a swarm of them insects.
So you don't mean the tiny little brontosaurus we're riding, I suppose.
No. Tiny lizard.
Right.
Yeah. You see a little lizard running from the swarm of bugs and get whipped
Just
away.
little tune on the flute. Da 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 da. Hood up, pacing the team ahead only this time, about 80 feet, mid tree level, about 40 feet up.
Alright. Just gonna drop this back here.
Keep moving and quiet. Bugs won't find you.
Alright. It's about 70 here. But so you're not riding the Bronto for your rest?
I am for the rest, but that only took 10 minutes because I got catnapped.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
So unless something jumps us in that 10 minutes, that's what I'm doing.
So after your few minutes pass, of course, you can go ahead and do your respits. That's it. Yeah. And I assume Cliff got some hit die recovery in there. Did you roll that out? All right, cool.
Between the healing from last time and hit dice, he's back up to full.
Excellent. This bounces right back. We have
After-
the, what would be, dinner time approaching. You guys are on foot and, probably working on some rations or something you picked up along the way.
Well, we're minutes from, like, if we've been traveling for even like a half hour, we're within sentry range of goblins. I think maybe we can put dinner off, right, folks?
Just talking about.
No.
Right?
Do you want a good berry?
I mean, sure.
Yeah, make sure we're fed. I'm going to hit a potion of heroism for a half hour out. But I think we're in enemy territory. I don't think it's a good idea to rest.
Yeah, I agreed.
Right, especially because if they see us coming, they can launch their village away. If I understand that was how their thing works.
Yeah.
They live on a catapult.
So
Kind of more like a snare trap, but yeah.
I mean, the principle is the same, yeah.
So yeah, I think we got to go with high speed, shock and awe.
Okay. So, doing some high speed here. You are in the lead, and I'm going to give you a perception test, please.
And have I, in my time with the Brontosaurus now, have I discovered a favorite stick? Like, is there one that that in our time doing fetch and playtime and things that I think it's gotten really into and might recognize the smell if it can't see me? Like your dog knows when you've got its favorite ball.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry, I meant to hit perception. I hit the wrong thing.
Its demeanor is so I don't care about anything except for you. It will ignore things even though you're attacking it. Unless it hurts.
What,
Right.
was that perception just Wayne or everybody?
That was me, actually. So it's a good thing you're not relying on my critical miss there.
Yeah, sorry, I'm getting mine
asking
rolled.
for our scout Wayne, since he is in the lead.
There we go. Natural 20.
Natural 20, the best you can.
Well, bam.
The best.
Total of 24.
Okay, so coming forward, you do see a few paces ahead, the next square, some sort of it's like a trap, pit trap. You know, the kind of carefully concealed hole. You know, the ground's not right there.
Okay.
It's along the trail, right? There's a little bit of like a foot trail that you're following, maybe a game trail, you know.
Right. I mean, I'm up in the trees, but I'm looking down on a game trail, like where they're going to be going.
Looking down. Plus
Just
40, you mentioned, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I need to remember I did drink potion of heroism, so I'm blessed. I am gonna drop a waka nut in the hole, and they'll see it, and I'm gonna keep going. Like I'm gonna mark it with a waka nut, and toot a little toot on the flute that tells the lunatic, "Beware, danger ahead. Watch for my sign."
All right.
Or songbirds. That the flute's getting a little offense.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an attack check with the waka nut. We're looking for a 10 to hit your square. Pretty easy there. Make sure it's on cue there.
Yes,
Good enough.
I did. I didn't even have to sharpshoot.
Right? The sharpshooter waka nut. Right? And as it falls into the pit, there's like a thud, and you hear, like it hits a couple of things as it goes in, and there's a light that now emanates from the hole. As intended, I'm sure.
Yes. You can see the little paw coming head. Cat that one. And I'll continue.
Excellent. And then I'll give the rest of the party an option for a perception check to spot the waka nut. The illuminated trap.
Right, because I did also put the sound call right before it, so they'll kind of should maybe have advantage.
Seems appropriate.
19.
Good enough to point it out. Alright, so
So since
as
Since I already erroneously rolled perception a while ago, but it has advantage, I guess we could just use that roll, right?
I'll have you throw one now. That's good enough. But if as long as someone on the team spots it, they can call it out, which I think we got there. So make sure we don't miss the piece. And as you continue through the jungle here, having spotted this trap, you know that this is within the close boundaries here.
Mm-hmm.
Alert for danger, you continue. There is a smell of a fire in the distance. Maybe a cooking fire. There's some food going there.
All right, doesn't smell like a garbage
A
fire.
little bit of a whiff on the wind. It's not exactly close, maybe a couple hundred yards off that way, but you know, you caught a whiff of it as it came about this way. So as you continue forward through the forest, approaching, you know, the where you think you're headed here, we're just going to go ahead and give Wayne another perception test here.
Hello?
Yes.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, I had called for the next piece here. For Wayne to give us a second perception check as we continue deeper there.
Sorry, I thought it had come up 11, unless I have advantage for anything.
Gotcha. So, keeping your eyes to the ground below, looking for danger. There is a sound like almost like a pop, and it's from the tree that you were, you know, holding on to as you're, you know, traveling from tree and branch and whatnot as you're going through.
Right.
The tree makes this pop sound, and with that sound, some sort of magic happens, and I'm gonna ask for a dex save. Looking for a 15.
Let's see. $16. I'll take it.
And
Yay.
the tree that you are leaning on becomes greased, and you slip and almost lose one grip and then catch another one, and thankfully don't tumble to the forest floor below.
Right.
There was the mad scrambling cat claws out moment.
Yeah. Why is this? Oh, shit.
Okay, so the ground and the trees are trapped, it seems.
Cunning. Good. That wouldn't be a good hunt if they were just going to roll over for me.
Of course.
I don't feel the need to mark the greased tree for the Brontosaurus. It'll probably be okay on that one. I mean, I think the pit trap might have just been me being over careful. It was a real big pit.
Yeah, well, it was like a 10 by 10, but
So
enough for a foot going down.
might have twisted its ankle a little. Might have
Yeah,
given a little.
maybe a little boo boo on its toes. All right, so you having caught yourself from the trees, continuing forward, you see that some of the area is somewhat more trampled. The underbrush around here, there's more recent activity of things walking through here off the game trail, off the path.
I will have the bow out, and this is the moment. Let me check the duration on it. But I think this is the point where I'm going to have it activate the Jade Water. No, I'll wait until I see more activity. It's only 1 minute. Okay. Thought it might have been long.
Gotcha. All right.
All right. I will start double stepping a little and extending the distance so I can get a little more scout time before Trumpy and the band make it through.
Okay. quite a way to call it there. Yeah, indeed. That's good stuff. Seeing that there is the trampled bits underneath, this is going to prompt, a third spot check from our scout.
Oh, 6.
Noted.
Everything's fine.
This is fine.
Ugh.
This is fine.
Once again, we're at ninja versus ninja.
This is fine. And so you scout Pat. You continue scouting ahead, and I will give you a fourth and start to give you the scene update. Give me that check there, and then.
Oh, hold up. I'm blessed, and I keep not doing bless.
The D4.
Oh, it's an attacker saving throw. I take it back. These are all checks. Anyway. 16.
So, with a 16, you are able to notice that there does seem to be like a trip line that is in some of the less trampled underbrush. You're not sure. You don't see what it would trigger unless you investigate further, but you do see the line.
Another walking nut.
Walking nut.
Wait, how far ahead am I?
You were at 80, you kind of doubled it up a little bit, so.
Maybe 120. They're still moving a little faster. Okay. Yeah, walking nut.
Okay.
Walk.
So the walking nut goes down. Go ahead and give me the range attack there. Trying to get a 10 and put it in place.
I did.
You did.
16
so
on the dice.
Revealed yourself yet? You put the walking nut in place. People will have advantage to spot that one. And just a moment here. There was something I was reading. So, with that last update, you see there's the trip line, and coming over the next little tree barrier, whatever, climb up and over. The tree branches open up enough for you to see ahead. And as you see ahead, you do see, a small village of goblins. And then it is also about this time that the Bronto, wanders through the previous unnoticed trap. So
Okay.
for those
Okay.
on the ride, um, your attention is drawn to the sound of a snap, and there is this netting, almost like that comes on an arm, swinging up overhand and lands on top of the on top of the brontosaurus and those riding. I'm gonna ask for a dex save, looking for a 15.
Synthetic 20 on me, on the professor.
Broken got 17.
And Cliff got 15.
All right. So as
Lunatic.
this swings up overhead and slaps on top of the dino, it bursts into viscera. This is gross. There's a strong smell that is very overpowering. A musk that seems to have been burst open upon the dino here. And for those that failed the save, which I think is just chippy, you are also musked. Amongst the splatter and force of all this stuff flying is 8 bludgeoning damage and half for save for half. So if you saved, you take 4 damage. If you failed, it's 8 damage and musk. It smells bad.
So I have a racial ability where if I fail a dex save, I can add one. I can roll 1d4 and add it. Did I fail by enough that wouldn't matter, or should I roll
15,
d4?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a
15, right?
Yeah, no, I was nowhere close. Okay, so I take 8 damage and I stink.
And it musk. Yeah. It's a musk.
Ew.
That is a awful, awful smell. Fun times. So that sound, right? There's the wet splatter sound, and that clearly catches Wayne's attention as behind you, the brontosaur cries out.
I don't know about cry out as much as like. Bleh.
Well, it just got slapped on the back.
Oh, that's it.
Right, and then
I will command my bow. Now is the time for the jade water.
now, and you do see Yellow Yark ahead of you. So let's go ahead and take a look. Bloop.
New map?
New map. Hey, it was only 1 day's travel to a new map. What did I tell you? You got all the slogging through. New maps are fun, man. I would like to call special attention to the little demo here at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I just find this hilarious. This
Yep.
is like something a kindergartner drew.
I think it's Simpsons. There's an episode where they're lost. Homer and Bart are lost in the woods, and so Homer makes a snare trap, and a rabbit walks into it and gets flung into the next county.
Yeah. Just like that. Now, with the reveal, right? We'll say you're south of this. This is what you see ahead of you, Wayne. Right? We'll say it's like you're 40 to the south, right?
Okay.
But I just wanted to give you the eye because you have some height. And you kind of have the look down through the trees and shit. If you were on the ground, you wouldn't be able to see it this close or this far away. But
Which is why I stick to the tree.
there you go.
These two goblins.
Yeah, those are some goblins that they're for some reason here. There's you see goblins all over, right?
Okay.
I don't know why there's just two there. We'll get that addressed.
Their hats are fancier. So the
You can probably call out like over 20 goblins just on the green mat.
Mm-hmm.
And as well
Okay.
as there are other goblins around.
They're all naked, but those two have epaulets.
Oh, too funny. All right. So, I also think the scale is pretty hilarious up here in the top corner, right? It's a little T-Rex here.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
It's cute.
The question mark. What the hell?
This is so goofy. I just had to put like. Does anyone else see this? Is this for real? It is. All right. Well, anyway, you see Yelly Arc ahead. And on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and take our first break here. And we'll be back soon, so don't be gone too long. We should be back just after the top of the hour. Until then, enjoy.